On a cold and quiet night, a young man named Daniel sat alone in his small room. The clock on the wall showed 2:17 a.m. The world outside was silent, but inside Daniel's heart, a storm was raging. For months, his life had been falling apart. He had lost opportunities he worked hard for. People he trusted had disappointed him. His prayers seemed unanswered, and every night he asked the same question: "Jesus, where are you?" Daniel looked at the ceiling with tears in his eyes. He felt forgotten. He felt abandoned. Most of all, he felt completely alone. He opened his Bible, hoping to find comfort. But his mind was so overwhelmed that he could barely read. He closed the book and whispered, "Lord, I don't know how much longer I can do this." Tears rolled down his face. His room was dark except for a small lamp beside his bed. The silence felt heavy. Then something happened. Not a loud sound, not a dramatic miracle, just a gentle peace that slowly filled the room. Daniel felt as though someone was standing beside him. His heart began to calm. Deep within his soul, he heard a voice filled with love, a voice filled with authority, a voice unlike any he had ever heard before. The voice said, "My child." Daniel froze. The tears stopped. His heart began beating faster. Again the voice spoke, "My child, why do you believe that you are alone? I have seen every tear you have cried. I have heard every prayer you have whispered. I have watched every battle you have fought. And not once have I left your side." Daniel lowered his head. For the first time in months, he felt hope. The voice continued, "You ask me where I am. I am here. I was with you during your hardest days. I was with you during your sleepless nights. I was with you when your heart was broken. I was with you when nobody else understood. I was with you when you felt forgotten. I was with you when you felt abandoned. And I am with you now." Daniel remembered the many nights he had cried himself to sleep. The many times he felt abandoned. The many moments he believed God had forgotten him. But now, hearing those words, he realized something. Jesus had been there all along. The voice continued, "My child, you only see the storm. But I see the shore waiting beyond the storm. You see closed doors. I see the doors I am preparing to open. You see delays. I see divine timing. You see pain. I see purpose. You see confusion. I see the beautiful future I am preparing for you." The burden Daniel had carried for months suddenly felt lighter. For so long he had focused on everything that was going wrong. Now Jesus was showing him something greater. Something he could not see before. "My child, do you remember the battles you thought would destroy you? Yet you survived. Do you remember the nights when you believed there was no hope? Yet you are still here. Do you remember the moments when you thought you would never smile again? Yet I brought you through. You survived because my hand was upon you. You continued because my grace carried you. You endured because my love never let go of you." Daniel closed his eyes. Every difficult season flashed through his mind. Every painful memory. Every impossible situation. And somehow he had made it through. not because he was strong, but because Jesus had carried him. The voice continued, "My child, I never promised a life without storms. But I promised that I would be with you in every storm. I never promised a life without pain. But I promised that pain would never have the final word. I never promised a life without battles. But I promised victory for those who trust me. When you walk through the fire, I am with you. When you walk through the valley, I am with you. When darkness surrounds you, I am with you. When fear whispers lies, I am with you. When you feel weak, my strength carries you." A deep peace began flowing through Daniel's heart. For the first time in a very long time, fear was losing its grip on him. Then Jesus continued, "There are blessings coming that you cannot yet see. There are prayers already being answered. There are miracles already moving toward you. There are doors I am opening. There are chains I am breaking. There are wounds I am healing. Do not give up before your breakthrough arrives. Do not quit before the miracle comes. Do not lose faith while I am still working." Those words touched Daniel's heart deeply. Many times he had wanted to quit. Many times he had almost lost hope. Many times he had wondered whether God still cared. Yet Jesus was telling him to hold on, to trust, to believe, to keep moving forward. Then Jesus said something Daniel would never forget. "My child, your greatest mistake is believing that I love you only when you succeed. I loved you in your victories. I loved you in your failures. I loved you when your faith was strong. I loved you when your faith was weak. I loved you when you obeyed. I loved you when you stumbled. My love for you has never depended on your perfection. My love for you has never changed. And it never will." Daniel began crying again. But these were no longer tears of pain. They were tears of healing. Tears of freedom. Tears of hope. For years he had tried to earn God's approval. Now he finally understood. Jesus loved him exactly as he was. The room felt brighter. The fear felt smaller. The future no longer seemed so frightening. Then Jesus spoke one final time. "My beloved child, tomorrow may still have challenges. There may still be battles ahead. There may still be mountains to climb. But you do not have to face them alone. When you wake up tomorrow, I will be with you. When you face difficulties, I will be with you. When fear tries to return, I will be with you. When blessings arrive, I will be with you. When victory comes, I will be with you. I will never leave you. I will never abandon you. I will never stop loving you. You are mine. You are loved. You are chosen. You are protected, and nothing can separate you from my love." Daniel sat quietly. The room was silent, but his heart had changed. The problems had not disappeared. The challenges were still there. Yet something was different. He was no longer carrying them alone. He knelt beside his bed and prayed, "Jesus, thank you. Thank you for never leaving me. Thank you for loving me even when I doubted. Thank you for carrying me when I was too weak to walk. From this day forward, I choose to trust you." The next morning, the sun rose as it always did. The world looked the same. But Daniel was not the same. He walked forward with hope. Not because every problem was solved, but because he knew Jesus was walking beside him. And that changed everything. Perhaps today you feel like Daniel. Perhaps you are carrying burdens nobody knows about. Perhaps you are asking the same question. Jesus, where are you? If so, remember this. Jesus sees you. Jesus hears you. Jesus loves you. And no matter how dark the night becomes, you are never alone, because Jesus is with you. Always.